My business will easily cash flow over $1 million this year. Here's how I do it. With this system. This is the Profit First system. Where's the book? Here's the book I read on it, Profit First. This is for e-commerce sellers. There is a different version just for regular business owners, but because I'm an e-commerce seller, I read this version. Shout out Cindy. And don't mind the side skirts and the vinyl wrap in this corner. You know, boys, we just gotta you just live life, and sometimes that's what happens. So let's go into depth about this system. Here we go. It's simple. These are basically all bank accounts, either checking or savings, right? So let's say I get daily, let's say I get deposited $5,000 daily from Amazon, right? So boom, it comes into the income account, right? Once it comes into the income account, then we can distribute that money into multiple other accounts. One's owner's pay, profit, OPEX, which is operating expenses, taxes, fucking taxes, and good old inventory. Man, fucking taxes, dude. Anyways, the benefits of doing this is because let's say I only had one account. It was just one account. And then I'm just getting all this money put into this account. How am I going to keep track of everything? Like, that's so much harder than just having it organized, which is what I realized after reading this book. Once it comes into the income account, it gets distributed, right? Taxes is taxes is a set percentage, right, of the profit. So let's say the profit of your 5K was like 500. And then around 20 to 30% will be sent to taxes to be safe. Right? OPEX is, or should be, OPEX is also a set expense. So these two right here, you should roughly know how much you're putting into these accounts, right? So it's not really gonna range. Now what ranges the most is owner's pay and profit. Depending how much you wanna put in profit and how much you wanna pay yourself, it's really up to you. Right now, most of the profit is just going back into inventory to scale the business. So I don't really use this too much, but in the future, I will definitely be doing this. And as far as owner's pay, so I got interrupted, but that's all right because I love my mom. What was I on about? Right, owner's pay. For owner's pay, it's a little bit tricky for me because it's like, how much do I really need to live off, right? And let me point this out. These four right here, owner's pay, profit, these three right here, owner's pay, profit, and taxes. It's all based off of your profit. Because when you get money sent to your income account, it's revenue. You got to understand what your profit, what your margins look like. It may be 10, 15, 20%, whatever that may be. So you really got to know what your margins are so you can really implement the system to its full potential. So for owner's pay, right? I reckon I can live off 25% of my profit. And then everything else gets distributed either to like taxes or back into the business so it could keep growing. Everything that's left over goes back into the inventory account, where it's just where you buy inventory from. It's self-explanatory. Or you pay off your credit cards that you buy inventory with, whatever that may be. It's a fairly simple system, but because it's simple, it's what makes it good. You don't want to overcomplicate things when you're handling so much money. And at the end of the day, it's just numbers on the screen. Just lock in and take care of that shit, man. Lock in and take care of these numbers. Now, if you want to know how I went from working at Walmart to managing over $1 million annually, I'll have a video in the description talking about that. You can watch that. And let's talk about something else, right? Let's talk about April. So let's talk about last month. Last month I did 120,000 in revenue and like 15K in profit. This month we're gonna do like less than 10K profit and definitely less than 100K in revenue. Now, why is that? It's because I took out so much money to acquire more money. And I also talked about that in this other video. I'll have that linked in the description if you want to listen to that. But April has been a really slow month due to the fact that I wasn't sending in inventory for like the first week, for the first 10 days actually. So a lot of the inventory just depleted. Also, some inventory that was profitable became less profitable. And, you know, that's just the nature of the business. That's the things you got to deal with. But next month, hopefully, God willing, we're going to do 200K. We're going to hit 200K. Because why the fuck not, huh? Why not? I hit 120 last month. Why can't I hit 200K with an additional 50K in funding? I think it'll be done. I think it's already done. It's already set in stone. God willing, I'm putting in the work. I'm setting in the inventory. But yeah, let's see how next month goes. This month has been rough, but you know, you need these low points for that high. I was gonna say pause, but it's not pause. It's just, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, hopefully from now on we can just do consistent 200K months for the rest of the year. And that's all.